Every bid is an opportunity to serve. Whether it's to acquire goods and services or to implement infrastructure projects, every bid is a chance to make a change. But all changes require one thing: a reform. The procurement service, DBM today, is journeying through this time of transformation. Driven by a skilled workforce and equipped with a dynamic system that pursues the unfamiliar, explores the unknown, and breaks the traditional barriers of procurement. The Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, or the PhilGEPS.
When I became Budget Secretary under President Estrada, I asked myself a simple question: how can government spending actually make life better for Filipinos? The answer, I soon realized, was not about how much money we had, but how wisely we used it. And at the heart of that was procurement. Back then, public procurement was a mess. Technology was just beginning to change the world. That gave me an idea. Why not bring government procurement online? I imagined a single electronic platform that would connect agencies, regulators, and suppliers. A digital marketplace where everything was transparent, traceable, and efficient. That vision became the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, or what we now call PhilGEPS. We began with a pilot project through the PS-DBM. The first version of PhilGEPS introduced an electronic bulletin board for posting bid notices and an online catalog of standard supplies. But technology alone won't fix the problem. The rules themselves were outdated and inconsistent. So we started working on a single, unified legal framework, and that gave birth to Executive Order number 40, or the Omnibus Procurement Code, which brought all the old rules together. That later became the foundation of the Government Procurement Reform Act of 2003, or Republic Act number 9184. Looking back, PhilGEPS wasn't just a tech project. It was the start of a new way of doing government business.
The EPS, the Electronic Procurement System, was the brainchild. Was the brainchild of Secretary Jokno. When Secretary Jokno first came in as consultant and ASEC at DBM during Secretary Romulo's time, when the Tory government first came in, I think binanggit niya ng electronic procurement system. Secretary Jokno, when he came in again during the time of ERA, secured a technical assistance from the Canadian government. We got things going, initial concepts and all of that, and we were lucky because the Canadians sent the consultant, our consultant. He was the guy who designed the Canadian MERX system. Nag-launch tayo ng PhilGEPS natin, testing na tayo noon. Many countries, a lot of foreign procurement people would come over from Nigeria, from Dominica, from Bhutan, Sri Lanka. They would come over here, get to know about the PhilGEPS. Doon pa lang sa transparency, yung mandatory posting, napakagaling nun. At saka, obligadong sumali ang supplier if you want to sell to the government. People would come out there, "Sir, thank you, and PhilGEPS yun, napakagaling." I got an award here from Philippine Business World. And they invited us to talk about it, and they had so many testimonials from suppliers saying that PhilGEPS did me good.
2022, The idea of leading or heading the DBMPS, the Department of Budget and Management Procurement Service, was floated and then was called by then Assistant Governor Amina Pangandaman, of course Governor Benjamin Choko. We're asking what's the best way to approach the procurement service considering the calls for its abolition. We go back to the basics. We need to strengthen that. Of course, we need to touch base with people and look at our systems. We are looking at how PhilGEPS can play a big role in this entire supply chain, right? Especially of common use supplies and equipment. We're thinking of really heightening the features of PhilGEPS. As a matter of fact, in my mind, really, PhilGEPS is underutilized. Hindi nagagamit ng gusto. We know that PhilGEPS is a powerful platform. It's a robust platform that we can make use of to level up our procurement in the Philippines. Magamit lang natin ang PhilGEPS to the fullest, no? We will see unfolding before us, the full potential of this system.
Under the new Government Procurement Act, the function of the Philippine government electronic procurement system has been expanded. In its early years, its purpose was only serve as the central portal for government procurement information. Now, under the NGPA, aside from being the central portal on government procurement information and opportunities, it will also serve as the primary channel in the conduct of procurement activities of all government procuring entities. Meaning, in order for a government agency to be able to procure whether common use supplies and equipment or non-common use supplies and equipment, they would have to use the PhilGEPS as their platform. More than a year after the enactment of the NGPA or the new Government Procurement Act, I would say na marami na rin na-accomplish PS-DBM. So we were able to implement na po the transition of all agencies. By March 1, 2026 next year, lahat po ng ahensya wala na hong magpo-post ng procurement opportunities sa PhilGEPS 1.5. And by second semester of next year, we expect that we can totally shut down PhilGEPS 1.5 and that everyone will be using the modernized PhilGEPS and the e-bidding facility. We are already procuring the development of the second phase of the modernized PhilGEPS. And in the development of the second phase of the modernized PhilGEPS, we expect that all existing features already developed will be enhanced. Mas marami pong maging e-payment forms na available in the PhilGEPS. Pwede pong yung government purchase card, diba? And other forms of online payment. Magkaroon po ng registry kung saan may access po ang general public on the beneficial ownership information of all bidders, suppliers, consultants, and contractors. Kailangan din po natin gawin na yung e-bidding facility ngayon would be able to be used for all types of modes of procurement, especially those modes of procurement that is characterized with the public bidding features. Yun pong e-reverse auction, it's another feature that is also enumerated under the new Government Procurement Act. Of course, the interconnectivity of systems or databases of our GOPOMR with the databases of those licensing agencies. Another feature is the data analytics. So, in the coming years, we expect that our PhilGEPS will be capable of the artificial intelligence features. Makakatulong sa atin yan sa pag-detect ng pollution.
Just imagine, we have the AI-powered procurement insight that utilizes the machine learning algorithms to analyze historical procurement data. Predictive analytics for demand forecasting, which is very useful for our back and our planning purposes. Automated document verification using AI tools for validating submitted documents. Even the chatbot and the virtual assistant support, magkakaroon na po tayo. And also the enhanced data analytics. Huwag po tayong matakot sa digitalization dahil ito po ay hindi namang binabago kung ano yung nasusulat sa batas. Ito po ay ginawa para po mapadali ang ating operasyon pagdating po sa procurement.
Inumpisahan na ng procurement service ang pinakamaambisyon nitong proyekto, ang electronic procurement system sa internet. Mas mapapabilis pang lalo nito ang bidding ng mga manufacturers para sa produkto. Ganon din sa pagbili ng mga ahensya ng pamahalaan ng kanilang mga pangangailangan. Yun nga lang, mahigit 200 milyon pa ang kailangang gugulin para ito mapakinabangan.
We faced many hurdles. There were few local experts in e-procurement, and we weren't sure which features were most essential. Budgets were uncertain. Setting up data centers and backup systems, and perhaps the hardest part, convincing civil servants to to shift from paperwork to digital workflows.
Hindi ako techist. It took the Canadians quite a lot of effort to convince me to get on board technology because I don't even know how to type anything that I see that has keys. Ayoko niyan.
Nandito na tayo ngayon, no? Nangyayari na itong lahat. Itong mga pinlano noon, nangyayari ngayon. Maraming salamat kay Secretary Mina, of course kay EDGen, and of course, yung dedication that the PS-DBM team poured into this.
Hearing from how PhilGEPS started, from the pillars of PhilGEPS, si Secretary Ben Jokno, sila Director Tano Granados, sila po na nagtrabaho talaga para magkaroon po tayo nitong electronic procurement system in the Philippines. We feel very elated that now we are seeing the fruits of their labor in the early years in Liba, na madala po dito sa ating bansa at nagamit po ng gobyerno ito pong technology in government procurement.
Endless yung possibilities for PhilGEPS. Endless. PhilGEPS is like that. Malapit up sa niya.
Congratulations to our hardworking teams in PhilGEPS office and in PS-DBM. Maraming salamat po sa inyong dedikasyon, sa inyong trabaho, and keep up the good work.
Happy 25th anniversary, PhilGEPS. Here's to DBM, PS-DBM, and PhilGEPS, and to a government that spends wisely, serves honestly, and works efficiently for every Filipino.